Come on, eh? Okay. Alright. Okay, as I was trying to say is that if you guys just tuning in, I got disconnected because my router decided to boot itself. So you might want to watch episode 3 of the previous video because that's continuation of this video. So I do apologize, guys. Is my mic on even? Yeah, it's on. All right. So what I was trying to do is trying to correct it and try to be go forward so I can connect the tracks like it's supposed to. Because the game decided to be a dumbass and do it backwards. God dang it. Controller brakes don't work. Might restart this stupid thing. Hey, no. How you doing? Come on, eh? Try this again. Ah. I don't know why a game did this. Yeah, it's not. I ain't very good. Now it's connected. Dumbass game. You see what the game did, ya?
Hey, nice work. Now change direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding. Remember to apply a little power before releasing brakes. While it's not strictly necessary in the training center, this is the time to start forming great habits. Since you have freight cars coupled, you should slow down using the automatic brake and get the extra braking effort from those freight cars. The automatic brake applies brakes throughout the entire train.
That should be going forward. Why is it not going forward? How's this sound going? I'm gonna have to restart this damn freaking thing for that little screw up to the game. I gotta restart, guys. Sorry with this. This game just screwed me up bad. You know, Dovetail really gotta get their bugs fixed. They don't fix anything.
Welcome
I'd rather just
to
skip
driver
this part.
training at the training center. Today, you'll be learning how to drive this EMD SD40-2 locomotive in BNSF Railway livery. The SD40-2 started production in 1972, with the last unit being built in 1986. Rated at 3,000 horsepower and weighing at least 170 tons, the SD40-2 is rated with a continuous tractive effort of 831,000 pounds. Over 4,000 SD40-2 locomotives were produced by EMD in various configurations, and many are still in use today, 50 years after they were first introduced. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard.
Let's try and knock this out quick.
Sit in the engineer's seat. Now you'll go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. Firstly, you will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the throttle to control the power of the train. This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. The reverser determines the direction of travel. Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of day or weather, all locomotives must have their headlights on. When getting moving, it's worth remembering the following sequence: independent on, auto off, throttle on, independent off. Let's go through that slowly and understand why. First, fully apply the independent brake. Now, this will ensure that regardless of anything else, your train won't move.
That's the auto brake.
Next,
Independent
fully
brake.
release the automatic brake. This will release the brakes on the rest of the train, but you won't go anywhere because those independent brakes are holding you. Now, apply a small amount of throttle and verify that power is generated. Finally, release the independent brake and you'll start moving.
Let's get this right this time. See if we can stop at the spot it says to do.
This is a great practice to get used to because it'll help you with two key areas. The first is that you verify that the train will take power before you release the brakes. You don't want to find yourself without power and having to hurriedly put the brakes back on. The second is that having power applied as you release the independent brakes ensures that you won't roll backwards. On steeper hill starts, you may even need to start with more power. And this is something you can practice and get used to as you find yourself out on the railroad. If you have any locomotives on the rear of the train behind freight cars, you can press the banking comms button to enable radio communications with those remote units. This will ensure that they operate their throttle and brakes in unison with your own locomotive, giving you much-needed extra control on your journey. Press it now,
slow.
just to get practice, even though there aren't any connected. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements.
Yeah.
Come to a stop in the indicated position using the independent brake. Independent brakes apply only to the locomotives in the formation and are much faster to apply and release than the automatic brake, which operates on the entire train.
He took way too long with his talking.
Change direction with a reverser. Then change the junction indicated, either by walking over to it or using the map.
I'm just gonna walk out this time. This is where it screwed up last time. Right. I know. I just can't mess with any of our controls, otherwise the tutorial fucks up.
Before proceeding, check the two couplers are in the right position to allow for
Hey,
automatic
Jess.
coupling. Look at the rear coupler on your train and ensure it's open. Operate the cut bar.
Yeah, the reason why it made it because my router decided to go off for a little bit. It disconnected the last stream, and so I started over, which was
If it is closed, to release
not
it.
that long ago. This feels incorrect. I guess it's correct though.
Next, walk over to the freight cars you're going to couple to and check their coupler knuckle is open too. Operate the cut bar here to open the knuckle.
If this game does this again, I'm done with this. I ain't gonna do these modular pretty soon. Matter of fact, I'm losing all hope with Dovetail games.
Before coupling cars, always check the knuckles are open, or you'll just bounce right off.
This guy sounds like he's old, and like maybe he's got I don't know, dementia or something. Because I came over here, I flipped this on the map, and I still had to get out of the thing to walk out here to flip it myself, and it considered it was done, and it wasn't connected right, so I went right past the damn train.
Okay. The junction is correctly aligned and the cars are ready to couple.
Was it
Couple up
last
to the
time?
cars by gently driving into them at a slow speed. And most freight uses automatic knuckle couplers, so they will automatically couple once they connect.
That should be moving. Alright, I'm gonna fix this. It's not working. Again. There's something making noises. Oops, I just realized something. Nothing new with that. The whole Dovetail series is backwards. This should be moving, but it's not. It won't go back. It only goes down and forward. It's doing this damn thing again. I see that. What was it for? It says FRT and then pass and out. I only hear the motor running or revving up. Okay, it said it's supposed to be all the way over there. red brake over there from the start, and turn the throttle on, then release the brake. But the motor is not revving. I got to set the reverse. I have no idea how this thing is doing. It's not revving up when I use the throttle. That tells me something's not right. Something happened when I keep doing something out there. Unless I'm in the wrong train. And neutral. It's alright. Okay. So this turns on first. That goes in. This goes forward. This goes all the way over. This is where the game fucked up. It didn't tell me to go this train.
If your speed is too high, you risk derailing when coupling. Apply some brakes to slow your approach.
Fuck your brakes. Oh, you're such a fuck up game. I am not happy. I'm gonna go through this one more time. I'm kind of losing my patience with this game. This is the third time now.
Welcome to driver training at the training center. Today you'll be learning how to drive this EMD SD40-2 locomotive in BNSF Railway livery. The SD40-2 started production in 1972, with the last unit being built in 1986. Rated at 3,000 horsepower and weighing at least 170 tons, the SD40-2 is rated with a continuous tractive effort of 831,000 pounds. Over 4,000 SD40-2 locomotives were produced by EMD in various configurations, and many are still in use today, 50 years after they were first introduced. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard. Sit in the engineer's seat.
I'm through closing doors.
Now you'll go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. Firstly, you will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the throttle to control the power of the train. This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. The reverser determines the direction of travel. Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of day or weather,
This is where it
all
screwed me up.
locomotives must have their headlights on.
Because that is behind the throttle. It's hard to move it. Fine, I'll move the goddamn throttle.
When getting moving, it's worth remembering the following sequence: independent on, auto off, throttle on, independent off. Let's go through that slowly and understand why. First, fully apply the independent brake. Now, this will ensure that regardless of anything else, your train won't move. Next, fully release the automatic brake. This will release the brakes on the rest of the train, but you won't go anywhere because those independent brakes are holding you. Now, apply a small amount of throttle and verify that power is generated. Finally, release the independent brake and you'll start moving. This is a great practice to get used to because it'll help you with two key areas. The first is that you verify that the train will take power before you release the brakes. You don't want to find yourself without power and having to hurriedly put the brakes back on. The second is that having power applied as you release the independent brakes ensures that you won't roll backwards. On steeper hill starts, you may even need to start with more power. And this is something you can practice and get used to as you find yourself out on the railroad. If you have any locomotives on the rear of the train behind freight cars, you can press the banking comms button to enable radio communications with those remote units. This will ensure that they operate their throttle and brakes in unison with your own locomotive, giving you much-needed extra control on your journey. Press it now, just to get practice, even though there aren't any connected. Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance requirements. Come to a stop in the indicated position using the independent brake. Independent brakes apply only to the locomotives in the formation and are much faster to apply and release than the automatic brake, which operates on the entire train.
Yeah, that guy was laughing about this too. That guy that does that train, that real life conductor. He said this is all incorrect. The stop too short. Yeah. Why the hell is it not stopping?
Change direction with a reverser. Then change the junction indicated, either by walking over to it or using the map.
I'm doing this differently. How come he can go backwards? I can't.
Before proceeding, check the two couplers are in the right position to allow for automatic coupling. Look at the rear coupler on your train and ensure it's open. Operate the cut bar if it is closed to release it. Next, walk over to the freight cars you're going to couple to and check their coupler knuckle is open too. Operate the cut bar here to open the knuckle.
That guy said something about when you go from forward to reverse, the train has to charge, whatever hell that means, in order to actually, I don't know. The train has to charge something before it able to reverse.
Before coupling cars, always check the knuckles are open, or you'll just bounce right off.
Am I lagging at all? I kind of feel like I'm stuttering on the video. It's making that noise again. Last time it did that, it wouldn't start.
Okay. The junction is correctly aligned and the cars are ready to couple. Couple up to the cars by gently driving into them at a slow speed. And most freight uses automatic knuckle couplers, so they will automatically couple once they connect.
It never said anything about releasing the brake, did it?
If your speed is too high, you risk derailing when coupling. Apply some brakes to slow your approach.
That just stopped me. I don't know why it makes me do this. One thing I noticed about this game, if you do anything other than it tells you to do, the game gets buggy quick and you can't recover it. So Jeff, when you're talking about messing with like over here or something like that, only do that in like in the pre-roam or the timetable. Not during modular, because Dovetail is just a screw up. I'm gonna say that right outright. I don't want to mess with that right now, though, Jeff. I just said, you do something that's not in the
Hey, nice work. Change
modular.
direction with the reverser and move the train forward into the indicated siding.
This
Remember
screws
to
up.
apply a little power before releasing brakes. While it's not strictly necessary in the training center, this is the time to start forming great habits. Since you have freight cars coupled, you should slow down using the automatic brake and get the extra braking effort from those freight cars. The automatic brake applies brakes throughout the entire train.
Which line gets stuck? I'll start slowing it down about 500. Oh, this game is finicky. So finicky. You gotta stop right on that mark. It should actually stop on
Uncouple
its
the
own.
cars either by using the external camera or by walking to the cars on foot. That's it for this training module.
Bronze, of course. What the hell I get bronze for? Stop accuracy was bad. I don't care. It's done anyway, so that's all that matters. Stop being done here. I still have 2 more to go. I think it's something to do with this one right here. Is it good to consider the bronze not complete? That's completely dumb as hell. That's 14 of 16. What is not done? Oh, I gotta do these even though there's no metal involved. There's no check mark on them.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to switch between the third rail and overhead power modes in the Class 395. This needs to be performed at Ebbsfleet, when a Class 395 service switches between the DC third rail lines between Ebbsfleet and Faversham and the overhead power lines between Ebbsfleet and London St Pancras. OK, you are just outside Ebbsfleet Station, heading in the direction of Faversham. Begin by getting the train moving and pull into the platform. Please review the Class 395 training module if you would like a reminder on how to make the train start and stop.
That's where the short-term memory kicks in. Brake is on somewhere. Leave that alone. Don't look like it. I thought it told me you need to start at the start train. Oh, that's a speed indicator.
Now that you're stopped in the platform, get the doors open and then you can start the power change process.
I put the mercy brake on like an idiot. Why is there arrows? Game's annoying the hell out of me.
Hold the DC button until its indicator light comes on to switch to third rail power mode. This will also lower the overhead power collector, called a pantograph.
How the hell got a brake mode?
You will see the line volt light has gone out, meaning the train has no power at all, and the MCB VCB light has come on, telling you the circuit breakers are open. Press the pan up shoes down button to lower the third rail shoes and draw power to the train. The line volt light should now be lit. This shows that power is detected. Congratulations, you have successfully switched power modes. Close the doors
Nice.
and pull forwards to the indicated marker on the track, so that you can get ready to try this the other way around. You will find that the train is slower to accelerate under DC power than when on the overhead lines.
See what I mean, Jeff? You cannot mess with any buttons while you're in modular, otherwise it just screws up.
Okay, it's time to change ends. First, you'll need to deactivate this cab. Move the reverser to off and then remove the master key. Exit this cab and move to the other end of the train and sit in the driver's seat there. Now you're ready to activate this cab and head into Ebbsfleet as if you are a London-bound train. Insert the master key and move the reverser to the forwards position.
Why? I'll tell you which way is forward even. That's DC.
Pull into Ebbsfleet Station once the signal is showing green.
I'm gonna start coasting. Maybe this is when I put apply the brake and when I enter the red.
Open the doors and then let's switch to overhead mode. You will need to do this at Ebbsfleet when driving a Class 395 towards London.
How the train move for? The brake was on.
Press and
Well,
hold the
working.
CTRL button until it lights up to switch to overhead power mode and raise the third rail pickup shoes. Press the pan up shoes down button to raise the pantograph. The line light should now be lit. This shows that power is detected. However, it is currently isolated by the Master Circuit Breaker, or MCB.
Anyway,
Press the
not
pan
line
up
light.
shoes down button again to close the MCB. You can verify that. Finally, close the doors and pull forward out of Ebbsfleet to prove your power is working and stop at the indicated marker.
Not that far of a stop. I mean, just a little bit away, so I might just coast. Oh wait, that's the speed. I still got almost 1,000 feet to go.
Congratulations! That's all for this training module. You should practice this module until you're comfortable with the process, so that you don't run into problems in the middle of a longer run.
Why am I lagging so bad? Ah. But it's not supposed to be doing that. I have a bad leg. But, driver update for the graphic card. That off. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know what's going on with this damn thing. Yeah, that's why. I don't know why this game keep resetting all my settings. I'm kind of getting annoyed by it. Like, seriously. Okay, so I didn't do that one. So now I gotta do one more. Is I put it down for some odd reason. The game resets all my settings every time I reload it. Alright.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to use the TVM in-cab signalling system. At high speeds, trains may take longer to stop than the visual range of the driver. The TVM 430 in-cab signalling system alerts drivers to changes in speed from several kilometers away.
That's the thing. I don't see it happening on the TV itself, but I see it happening on the stream, on the video.
So you're currently around Dagenham, Essex, just before Tunnel 2 and heading towards London St Pancras. In this training module, you'll be driving westbound into London and understanding all the indications that the TVM system is giving you to safely complete the journey. You'll be stopping at Stratford International and London St Pancras. The TVM system splits the line up into a series of blocks. The start of these is indicated by a TVM block marker. You can see these along the side of the line as a yellow triangle set against a blue background such as the one directly in front of you now. Get the train moving and let's get going. Most of this journey is going to take place in tunnels, and that will make it easier to focus on the TVM indications coming up in the cab. The first difference you will notice when driving on the high-speed section under TVM control is that all the speed indications in the cab are in kilometers per hour, while the other non-TVM controlled lines are in miles per hour. The train will automatically switch between the two. The TVM 430 display is made up of a series of indicators on the top center of the control desk, and you will see numbers lighting up in various positions as you go. Only one number will be displayed at any time, and this number is your current maximum permitted speed. This is also shown on the HUD with a blue marker. As you get started, you can see that the train is showing a 225 display, meaning that our maximum permitted speed is currently 225 kilometers per hour. Keep accelerating.
I don't know what that is, even miles per hour even. But I'm assuming that this actually helps me. This might be km, and that's miles per hour down there.
You are now diving into Tunnel 2 bound for London. As you approach Stratford International, the TVM system will begin slowing you down, ready to stop, and this will be explained as it happens.
It says it's gonna automatically slow me down, so let's see. In a moment, the 225 indicator will begin flashing. That means the next block will be at a reduced speed. You don't need to do anything now except prepare to slow down. Next, you will see the indicator change to show a flashing 200. This means that you should now be slowing down to reach no faster than 200 kilometers per hour by the next block marker. Additionally, since it's flashing, you know that the next block will be slower as well, so you can continue braking. Wait for the indicator to change and then begin to slow. The indicator will next change to a flashing 160. Once this has appeared, continue slowing so that you are no faster than 160 kilometers per hour by the next marker. It is flashing, so you will continue to be slower at the following block too. The TVM system will next show a steady 100. Once it has appeared, continue slowing down to no faster than 100 kilometers per hour by the next marker. Since it is steady, you know that TVM will not be slowing you down further. As you exit Tunnel 2 into Stratford International Station, apply brakes as needed to come to a stop. Wait, where am I supposed to stop at right here? Didn't seem like I had to stop there. Wait, what's that? What does it make me do? Did I go too far? Alright, the game make me mad as hell.
Great work. You've stopped at Stratford International. For this training module, you don't need to open the doors, so let's get going and do the second leg of this journey into London St Pancras. You won't
Boy,
receive
this
any
stuff
further
can screw
guidance
you
on
up.
how to understand TVM. Use what you've just learned. It will be a similar approach slowing you down out of Tunnel 1 into London St Pancras to the one you just did. As you get started, note that your maximum permitted speed is still 100 km per hour, but it will rise to 225 km per hour as you enter Tunnel 1. Remember, flashing indications mean that the next block will report a lower maximum permitted speed, and when you get a reduction in maximum permitted speed, you have until the start of the next block to achieve it.
Uh, 2.3 miles. I slow it down to, what is it? 100 and. Oh, I gotta drop it down to 200. I'm not even going that fast. $124
From here on, TVM is shut down and the indicators will have gone. Now you're back to relying on route knowledge, or the HUD, to know about upcoming signals and speed limit changes. Watch for speed reductions as you continue your final journey into London St Pancras. That concludes the basics of driving under TVM. Rerun this training module in the training centre whenever you want a refresher on how to understand the TVM 430 signalling system.
Nope. I think I actually did better on this one. I should have played all the modules, if I'm correct. 16 of 16. Okay, so next is scenarios. Play all training mod. That's what I was trying to get for the. Is that. Okay, we got that done last time. So we work on this one. Shopping shuttle. It's 30-minute. Oh, you should have gave me a thumbs up from the start. Turn the thing to neutral. Where's the brake at anyways on this thing? Do you see where the brake is at on here? Maybe now I might do better this time. But I got the little bit of idea how this train works and what those numbers mean up on the dash right there. That's kilometers, so now I know that, and I can read both speeds. And it looks like I'll be jumping to 50 here in a minute. I turn the lights on again. That's cab. Am I on time? Looks like it, eh? 9:09. I'm 9:08. How's this? How's the video? Is it streaming okay? No issues? Yes, frames per second. I think she's away, Jeff. I think it's more easier to drive this train than it is the other one, the freight one. Got the reverser off. Thanks. I thought I was moving for a minute. So the stream on between the live feed and the stream itself is still 20 seconds off. the temperature. I don't know how cold it's here. 46. Tomorrow is supposed to be 34 for low. Not gonna ask that. I just looked on the pier. Every time I tell her to do something, she does something different. I tell her to shut the lights off, she plays music. I noticed there's an arrow change right here. It goes down and change the up. That means it's slowing down. But it goes change the arrow faces up. That means you're increasing speed. Which is kind of good because it kind of gives you an idea if you're actually slowing down. Like you probably don't even need the hood. That thing's off up there. It says 100 kilometers and 3,000 feet. It already changed already. I'll read your guys' comments here in a minute. I'm just trying to concentrate on this stopping thing here. Yeah, the incline and the down climb. This train's easy to control based on the hills, but using that other one, the freight train, is a whole different story. That dynamic brake, even that real world railroader said the dynamic brakes don't work in this game. How am I late? I'm like, uh, Probably see where I got late from. I'm slowing down too soon. I don't understand why it makes you slow down in a tunnel. Kind of a little backwards. Then it wants to reduce the speed. It don't give you a warning. Up there, it gives you a warning of how far to stop is about 200 feet or 2,000 feet. Stop changing the speeds on me. It confuses you. It says it's about a minute to two behind. I think that's actually acceptable, I think. And I know when to start braking now. Soon I enter the red zone, I gotta start using the brake. Set the power handle to max brake. You didn't tell me to turn the lights on earlier. It would have stayed off. I should have a gold. Yep. I can see where it's gold because I hear everything is perfect. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it for now. I will be on later on about 9:30 a.m. Central Time for Russian Fishing 4. If you guys want to catch up with me on that, that's great. But yeah, I thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit the like button. Appreciate it, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.